In ancient times, there was a king who ruled over a kingdom. This king was a good and kind-hearted man, but not very wise. Because of this, he was always in search of clever and intelligent people to help him improve the well-being of his people and to make the country prosperous enough to defeat its enemies. The king's current advisors did not seem very helpful to him either. They only gave advice and took salaries in return, but their suggestions lacked the impact that the king desired. This thought often troubled him. One day, in search of a solution to his dilemma, the king decided to take a walk in the forest with his courtiers. Perhaps nature would guide him to an answer. The king entered the forest, and after a long stroll and some leisure time, they began their journey back. On the way, the king noticed a strange sight. There was a man sitting under a large tree, talking to himself. From a distance, he appeared to be mad and strange. The king stopped, his curiosity piqued. He wondered whether this man was mad or perhaps a genius lost in his own world. Driven by curiosity, the king and his courtiers approached the man and started a conversation with him. The man appeared half mad, but there was an unusual charisma in his words. The king gently asked, "Oh, young man, are you mad talking to yourself?" The man, smiling, replied, "You are the one who is mad, and your entire kingdom too. I am perfectly fine. I just want to clear this forest and build magnificent palaces here, and I shall become the king of those palaces." There was an unusual confidence and boldness in his words, something that seemed beyond the capacity of an ordinary mad person. The king and his courtiers were stunned by the response. It was a statement that either a madman or a bold genius would make. After a moment of silence, the king consulted his courtiers about the man. Hidden greed among the courtiers quickly emerged, and they began whispering among themselves. Some feared that if this man became the king's special advisor, they would lose their importance. One courtier said that this person could potentially overpower them. Another dismissed the idea, saying that the man was half mad and could not be trusted. Despite these concerns, the courtiers advised the king to bring the man to the palace, thinking that if he was truly intelligent, he would be useful, and if not, they could get rid of him later. The king, following his courtiers' advice, agreed and persuaded the man to come with them. But as they were on their way to the palace, the man suddenly turned his horse in another direction, attempting to escape. The king and his courtiers chased after him and eventually managed to bring him back under control. Continuing their journey to the palace, when they reached the palace, a surprising scene awaited them. There was a large crowd cheering and congratulating the king. The king and his courtiers were astonished. They asked the crowd what the congratulations were for, and the people replied, "O king, on the path you took for the walk, a large enemy army was lying in wait, heavily